can remember, my parents have always played music from their youth. From school pickups in a 7-seater beige van to being dropped off at events, I heard the same vans non-stop, and I was absolutely sick of it. I remember my dad playing Tracy Chapman's song, Fast Car, for hours through slow traffic. When my mom took hold of the radio, I was forced to listen to the band, The Police, wailing for Roxanne 26 times, and yes, I counted. I adopted the habit of wearing enormous headphones in the car to block out electronic 80s beats with the painfully slow melodies of the 70s. I convinced myself that the trendy music at the time were the only good tunes in existence. I had this attitude up until the day I lost interest in popular music, so I set aside my headphones and decided to give my parents' music a chance. Suddenly, I was introduced to a new realm of music that transcended beyond my expectations. This introduction of foreign genres cultivated my appreciation for diversity and expression in the arts. Now, quick question. By show of hands, how many of you recognize at least half of these musicians? Now ask yourself, do you think your parents would be able to? At first glance, your parents' music seems totally unalike from each other. However, they're all connected by one thing, culture. Through their fashion to their approaches in music, these European artists display their ethnic backgrounds. Similarly, African activists use their music to spread racial awareness and encourage equality. The 80s and 90s were thriving with diversity, and my parents' music taught me that it is important to celebrate music from around the world. Cultures and music influence people to express themselves and unleash your creativity against societal prejudice. The new wave music genre connected American youth to European culture. In the late 1970s, European artists traveled across the pond in questionable attire. However you process these images is exactly how America received them. They were harshly criticized for their stylized genres of punk and British synth pop and experimental fashion. Bands like U2, Soft Cell, and Tears for Fears surfed this wave. Cultures in music were important during the civil rights movement because it supported and gave voices to oppressed minorities. Among these protesters was civil rights activist Jamila Jones. While educating on nonviolent activism at the Highlander Folk School, policemen attacked the building. They shut down the electricity and took hold of Jamila and her students. Despite being terrified, Jamila sang the words, "We are not afraid," a phrase from the song We Shall Overcome. This empowered her students to join in their small protests, which intimidated the policemen. This event stresses the powerful connection between an individual and their culture. Music has the power to tell the story of a race. It reminds people of their heritage and spreads awareness of it. African music was a source of comfort, strength, and voice in a time of strife. The music industry's support of diverse styles allowed cultural songs to spread and inspire various musicians. From New Orleans, diversity emerged African root genres like swing, jazz, and blues. These genres preserved the Black musicians' works over many generations. Their songs led to a chain reaction of ideas, hopping from musician to musician. Ray Charles inspired Marvin Gaye, Marvin inspired Stevie Wonder, Stevie inspired Prince, and Prince inspired her. If New Orleans' melting pot never spilled its dish into the Americas, we may not have had rap or jazz or any of our favorite musicians. Over time, it seems that music has lost its value in representing culture. People are often shunned for their taste in music, and foreign music is often avoided. In order to create a united society, we must drop our biases and seek to find our own identities, free from conformity. This can be achieved by embracing diversity and giving unique musicians and music genres a chance. Anti-apartheid activist Nelson Mandela once said, "Music is a great blessing. It has the power to elevate and liberate us. It sets people free to dream. It can unite us to sing with one voice. Such is the value of music." This being said, I encourage you to check out those music genres you tend to avoid. If I had never done this, I may not have explored my favorite musicians or experienced meaningful connections. I even went to a concert of my favorite band, The Cure, with my friends. By giving my parents' music a chance, I fell in love with bands like The Beatles, The Smiths, and Depeche Mode. As a society, it is imperative that we take the actions necessary to create a better future for ourselves and future generations. If we praise the artistry of diverse musicians, we can create a peaceful reality with no prejudice. If we fail to do this, how can we ever continue to innovate and improve society? Thank you.